try to use the same computer for streaming and presentation. Okay, that one's working. I can see that one working. That one to work. Test. Okay, we're going to use the bad audio. I don't know. It's on. It should be working. Watch out. Okay. This one should work for what we need. Okay. So talk today is ditching JavaScript. We're going to take an Angular 7 application and switch it to Blazor, and I'll go through all the steps. The code involved in making that transition is a little too complicated for me to try and like type it all. So I'll try to type what I can, but then we'll just switch branches and do a, you know, like when they do a cooking show and they just pull it out of the oven, it'll be like that. Oh, the smoke's hiding. Okay, all right. So I always forget to do this, so I'm gonna do it up front. For anyone interested in following along or downloading the code and checking it out later, this is the repository. I've scrolled down past where you can actually see the name of it. So it should just be Clayton Hunt and then ditching JavaScript on GitHub. Pretty easy to find. All right, so first things first, go to the application and I'll make it so that it actually runs. So all I did to build the starting application is create a new application using the C# Angular template in Visual Studio, and then I added in my Angular code. And so that we could see my lovely loading screen, I had to make it not work. So now we'll run it and see what happens. I am, like I said, streaming, so some of these will take a little while to load. Also, there will be a lot of loading time during this, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask pretty much at any time. Yep, lots of loading time. Who does Angular or React or something like that right now? Really not that many people who are just here because Blazor. All right.
Both.
Is most everybody already like web developers or doing other things? Fantastic. I saw something that's like they're going to use machine learning to hire devs now. Is that like on Twitter or something? Like some. So if you game the algorithm, you can get a high-paying job. So Angular, as you can see, takes an extremely long time to build. If anybody's done Angular, they should already know that if they have a decent-sized application. Hit the go button and then wait 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the first time though. Once you get started, it's cool. Right?
Nope. So for anyone who doesn't know, the way Angular works is you write it in TypeScript, which then gets transpiled to JavaScript, which then gets downloaded to your browser and runs. Depending on the size of your app, the transpilation can take 30 seconds to a few minutes. Our build at work takes like 20 minutes for a full actual production build.
Well, once the first person goes in there and then gets transpiled, it doesn't get transpiled for every user though, right?
No, it gets transpiled every time you run it. The one benefit that makes that not a really terrible thing is that you can, it's because the streaming, you can actually edit the application while it's running. So you make a change, it just recompiles that piece and then streams it to the browser. So you don't have to keep stopping and starting normally until your application gets to a certain size, and then everything stops working, and then you got to stop and start. It's fun. Downside with Blazor is if you make a change, you basically have to stop and start. but C# compiles not too slow. I'm just going to make sure that it's not completely bombing. Oh no, look at that. Angular is finally running. Yeah, so we are literally waiting on Angular to compile. It starts up its development server, which is what that bottom step is there. And then right there, it's timed out. Yeah, and that's all during the compile. It is a lot slower because I'm also managing the stream, but well, it would be like every other demo I've ever given if it just bombs out right away. I'm gonna stop it and try one more time. Be kind of terrible if I can't actually show you the application. What? It's like, it only wants to halfway show me an error. All right, so you can see so far we're just building the application, doing stuff with IIS. Hasn't even gotten to actually doing Angular yet. John, I might have to kill the stream. Where'd he go? Okay. Might have to kill the stream because my computer. Feel sorry for the person watching the stream. All in the room.
So when you program Angular, do you go through this all the time? I know you're streaming, but besides that.
There's a bit of waiting involved. Especially when you are modifying an NPM package, and then you need to test that NPM package in your application, because you've got to wait on the NPM package to build, send it up to NPM, pull it down, then build your application. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, go modify the NPM package, send it up, pull it down. Hey, look, SQL. If we're getting SQL, I think something's working. Nope, I'm wrong.
You're wrong. It's just SQL though. That's something.
It's like it wants to pretend like it's working. Close whatever that is. And I don't care. Well, this is so SPA services information starting Angular CLI on port 5560. So it's finally trying to run the Angular. Well, there's a lesson to me. Don't try to stream and build using Visual Studio on a $3,000 laptop. Get something bigger.
If you're not doing spas, should I be that interested in Angular or Blazor?
So again?
If you're not doing spas, should I not be interested in Angular or Blazor?
If you are doing web, you should be doing spas. And if you're doing spas, then Blazor.
Oh. So if I'm doing web, I should be doing spas.
Yeah. So just from an economical business standpoint, the SPA pushes most of the effort onto the client's machine. So if you're paying for Azure, you reduce your overall cost because you're not doing as much CPU computation.
Sure.
And then also, It's kind of what most people are doing anymore, even for like small applications. They're just like, oh, but I know Angular or I know React, so I'm just going to make a thing instead of just making an HTML page. I'm going to give it a few more seconds, and then I'm just going to kill the stream.
The only time I'm wasting on Razor pages, just up something small like this.
No, because all you got to, yeah, Razor pages. You just go use Blazor, done. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.